Yeah, hi everyone. So I'm gonna start in next 2 minutes. Okay, hi everyone. So, welcome to the second day of the demo class for ENCOR and ASEAN SDWAN combo batch. My name is Shank and I will be the instructor for the complete course. So, am I audible to all?
You are. Hi, Shank.
Yeah, hi
Yes,
everyone.
you are
Hi.
audible.
Yeah, you can
Okay,
now.
Yeah. Hello.
okay, yeah. So, okay, so let me introduce myself once again. Yesterday I've introduced it, but again, some new people are joined today. So my name is Shank and I am triple CCI certified CCI in data center, routing switching service provider, and I am also CCDE written certified. I'm having a total work experience of around 12 years and worked in almost all type of organizations, whether it is an enterprise company or service provider. I worked in the data centers migrations from the brownfield and even in the greenfield data center infrastructure build as well. So mostly I worked started from my career from the network engineer and I worked till the solution architect level, which is the L4 level. And on the technology side, if you talk about, so I worked on the MPLS in the service provider core, ISIS, BGP, your L2, L3 protocols. I worked on the ACI data centers, which is like for the largest in the world, around 17 data centers on the ACI fabric. I worked in the SD-WAN environment as well, where I migrated the legacy infrastructure to the SD-WAN cloud. And then I worked on the VXLAN, LIPS, your ASA firewall, F5 LTM, GTM, and VBlock as well, which is a joint venture of EMC, Cisco, and so that's all to about me. So anyone who's newly joined, so can you give a brief introduction about yourself and what are the expectations you guys are having from the course?
Hello everyone, my name is Asif.
Hi, Sif.
Yeah, I am from Hyderabad, India. Currently, I work as a cloud architect. I
Mhm,
started my career, into networking. I was a network engineer working for, attack for Avaya. Then I moved on to cloud. So currently, from past 6.5 years, I've been doing cloud computing. My focus is more on the infrastructure as well as security side. By
mhm,
this course, I always wanted to do a CCIE,
mhm,
in perspective of data center, because I am very much passionate about the data center technologies. So that is the reason I have enrolled for this webinars to understand how the changes have happened over the time, because it's, for me, it's a long gap of a 6 months. So want
mhm.
6 years, so wanted to understand all those things.
Okay, good. Anyone else want to give the introduction and all? Yes, those who joined even yesterday, they don't able to get a chance to give the introduction. They are feel free to go with that.
Okay, yeah, good day, everybody. No, we have different time zones, so I don't know if it's morning or afternoon. So my name is Akim. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a network engineer with Signal Alliance.
Mhm,
So I've been opportune to, I'm a CMP, really wireless, but this is the focus, and I'm glad to be part of this session. Thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, as I told you yesterday as well, so just I am giving you the brief today again for just 2 minutes and then we will start with the topic. So today I'm gonna take your two topics. So the first is about this course. Okay. So this course is the CCNP Super Combo course where we have three exams of CCNP, which is one is ENCOR, which is the core exam, and the another one is the NRC, which is concentration exam, and then the SD-WAN exam. So this will be the third one. Okay, this course gonna start from 19th of July, and This will be a weekday course from Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. IST. Okay. The class duration will be from 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and course for each track, the course is of 1.5 months. Okay. So 1.5 months SDWAN, then 1.1 to 1.5 months ENCOR, 1 to 1.5 months NRC. Related to fees and all, you will get the link in the chat where you can ask your question related to fees and all. Okay, related to our topology and workbooks, yes, we provide our workbooks. I will show you after the topics what are the workbooks we have, and we also provide the rack access. So for the CCNP and core NRC, that would be 4 months of rack access, 24/7, and for SD-WAN, you will have a complete rack access of 300 hours. Okay, and so yes, and the syllabus you can also check it on our site. So this there is SD-WAN syllabus for ENCOR and NRC. The syllabus is on the Cisco website. So again, on the blueprint, whatever the all the topics we have, I will take it in the depth. Okay, and guys, still if you have any questions, so I will take your questions in the last 10 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes I will take in the last, where I will take your questions and all. So yesterday we started with some of the introduction where I even tried to answer a lot of questions. So still you can check that recording in the YouTube. You will get the link in the chat, and so that you can, some of the questions is also I already answered yesterday. Okay, guys.
Can I just ask one thing since you are on the page? This 350 hours of lab access that you are mentioning, will
Mhm.
this be a lifetime or there is a time period like within 1 year somebody has to access and complete the practice?
So again, that 300 hours will be started when I start the course. Then it's gonna be started for you guys.
Is there
Because
any time like within 1 year it should be completed or somebody can practice for like
so
50
again, this
hours?
is a 6 hours daily. So again, in 1.5 months to 2 months, it will be over.
Okay.
Okay, but still, if you have any genuine reason, then we can extend it or we can change the time. But otherwise, that will be a timings for it. Okay, because even if you do it with the lab and with the batch that I am taking, that will be beneficial. Later on, no one does it. Okay. Anyways. So today the first topic is a very interesting topic. Some of the new persons who are new to the networking, um, so they are always excited to see the hardwares, or if you are never visited any of the data centers and you're not able to see the complete Cisco hardware. So there is a Cisco 3D model which Cisco introduced around 5-6 years back. Okay, now that one is known as Cisco Catalog CX. So here what they do is you can see the hardware in the 3D graphic view, and you can see each and everything of some of the uh, what I can say is the major products or major hardware devices of Cisco in that. So again, you have two options: either you can install the complete software which is Cisco will give, or else you can run it online to check it. Okay, so I already installed it, so let me show you. Okay, so this is a catalog service for a complete catalog. So again, here you have different tabs, which is product catalog, DNA catalog, customer experience, integrated hybrid solutions, architecture solutions. So let me start with the product catalog. Okay, so let me start with the routers. ISR, for example, we have our ISR routers. Okay, so this is our 3945 ISR. So see it here. This is a router which is a very common router of Cisco ISR 3945, which you will find towards your edge. So again, you can see it in the 3D module, 3D look about the complete hardware device. So, okay, it will tell you about the processor cores. It will tell you about what are the input power supplies, output power supplies, what is there inside like that. Okay. If you want to rotate, you can also rotate it. And it will show you from the back what is there in the back. So this is the line card which is present, where it has all the ports. So again, this will be 16 for 24, 48 ports of line cards. Then this is your KVM console connector. This is your Ethernet connectors, right? And also if you want to, for example, remove a particular module, so you can also remove it. For example, let's remove this UCSE series module, which is inside presented. So again, this, it will tell, okay, this is your UCSE series server, which is integrated in this router. Again, in the detail, if I zoom it out, you can see what are the lines, what are the system buses available on this, how many RAMs it can support, like that. Okay. So this is a completely 3D view, which for major of the devices you can see. Okay, so for example, so if I remove now slot adapter, okay, so this will be the slot adapter which will be removed, and you will get a detailed of it. Okay, so this is the front view. So similar way, we have a lot of devices. So again, you have ASR, all the series of ASR, CSR, ISR. So for example, let me open the CSR, which is mostly used in the service provider environments, and it's a very huge router. So I can remove any of the line card that I want. For example, here, so again, it opens in this way only. So it is actually resemble with the physical device, how it is it. Okay, so this is one of the line, this is one of the 100 gig line card where each port is of 100 gig. Okay, so how it fits into the chassis, what are its slots and all. So you can see it, everything. Okay. So sometimes even if when you open a case with the Cisco Tech, then also it gonna help you to find out way in which module your line card is present, or which module your supervisor engine is present. So again, you can see a completely full animation of your device in this software. So I thought to show you all these today. Okay, so this is the rear where it has the fabric modules, fabric cards. So 400G per slot fabric card. This is a very high capacity device. Okay, so these are all with the routers. Now if I show you for switches, so switches, they have the Catalyst series, MDS, MZ, ME, your Nexus series, Nexus 2000, 5000. So all the Nexus series up to Nexus 5000. So if we see in the Catalyst, so I guess everyone heard about 6500, 4500. Even I guess everyone worked on it, on these as well. So this is a 6513E chassis, okay, which is running nowadays in your production environment, whether you have wherever you not have the Nexus. So you will find it either in the core or in the distribution layer mostly. So again, this is the chassis, complete chassis. You can remove any of the line card or any of the slot from it, and you can find its internal and all the detail of it. Okay, so this is your 48 port copper line card. So again, you can see it. These are all fans. This is the back of the chassis. So again, you can see it in a 3D model. These are on the below, these two are the power supply modules. So again, 6000 watt power supply. Okay, so how it connects, what is its dual AC input power supply, it, and which in which of the devices it can be installed. It is redundant, hot swappable, so everything you can find it like that. So it is good if you visualize these things directly. So the famous devices, whatever the best devices of Cisco have, they have it in catalog, and every month or two they keep adding the devices in the catalog. Okay, so this is related to your all. Then let me show you one more, which is of Nexus. So again, we have in ACI we normally used to do 9516. This is the spine switch. Okay, very high capacity spine switch which makes your fabric. So this is Nexus 9000 switch. It has your two soups in the bottom. These are all the power supplies that it can handle in the bottom. These are all line cards in the front, and in the back you will find the fans, and behind these fans you will find the fabric modules. So let me show you the fabric modules. Okay, so it's gonna be behind the fence. So these are your fabric modules which is present behind the fence. So again, it can support up to 6 fabric modules. Then these are your system controllers which will help in take care of your temperature and over CPU voltages and all that stuff. These are your fans. Okay, so this is the very famous 9516 JC made by Cisco. Okay, so 9516 Sunil having the 16 slots, and each slot you will put a line card, and it depends on your line card which line cards you will put, that determines your ports. Okay, so this is your DNA center devices. Okay, so you have your wireless devices present in the DNA, your switches, Catalyst 9800 series, which is the latest series, 95 for the DNA, 94 and all. Okay. So the Samir, it is not the WAN port, it is actually the fabric port. The main uh, function of fabric port is to forward your traffic internally, like to switches your traffic internally between your different line cards or between your different modules. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is a very good software. You can try it on your own system. It not needs much RAM, and then you will be amazed to see it. Okay, and if you have even some doubts, then also it will be gonna be very helpful in your environment. Okay, so this is the first thing that I want to show you guys. The next one is, let's take one topic, otherwise you're gonna say I am the Cisco sales guy who is just showing you the hardwares. Okay, so let me open my iPad. So today I gonna take one interesting topic, which is again an intermediate level topic, neither the basic, neither the advanced, because we have mixed type of audience here. And the topic is Ether channel. So guys, Ether channel. So again, this topic is having lot of names: Ether channel, port channel. Just a second. Okay, then your link aggregation. Then some of the vendors also called as lag. Then NIC teaming for server side guys. Okay, so it is known by a lot of names. Okay, so what is Ether channel and why we use it? So can anyone tell me why we use Ether channel?
To maximize the capacity of all the Ether ports.
So to maximize the capacity of ports. Again, this is a very big myth. Okay, and today I gonna clear your myth. Ether channel never gonna maximize the capacity of your port.
Maximize the bandwidth.
What bandwidth?
Bandwidth or just data that can be sent one and one one device to another device.
So if I have two ports of 1 gig and I put it in the ether channel, so will it, I can send the data of 2 gig?
Yeah, maximum data. Suppose one LAN is sending 100 giga and 200. The maximum data can be
But what gonna be the maximum limit on the data?
It's 21:31.
depending on the LAN. Giga.
Basically
It
used
will
to
be the
aggregate the Ethernet ports for redundancy.
So one is redundancy. Okay.
Yeah.
Another one is load sharing.
So load sharing, I love this word. This is actually the word that Cisco should use. What else?
Loop avoidance.
Okay, so loop avoidance, which is it will treat STP links as a single link,
Single
right?
link, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Better bandwidth also we point to be.
So I will talk about bandwidth. Okay. So now, guys, put yourself in on mute. Let me talk. So again, the ether channel. When we talk about ether channel, so for example, I have two devices and I have links between them. Okay, so for example, I have two links between them. Each link is of 1 gig. So this one is also 1 gig. This one is also 1 gig. This is, for example, my E 0 by 1, 0 by 1 here connected, 0 by 2, 0 by 2. Okay, this is one of my switch and this is another switch. Okay, so now I can bundle these two individual links into a logical link so that it will act as a single logical link. Okay, so again, I have these two switches and now instead of your two links, you will see a single logical link. And this single logical link is known as your ether channel link or port channel link. Okay, whatever you called. So what are the benefits of it? I already told you redundancy. So if one of your link goes fail, for example, in the bundle, then your traffic gonna be sent to the other link. Okay. The other one is load sharing. So if you have multiple destinations connected, for example, this one here, and this gonna be here. Okay. So now if your PC1 needs to send traffic to PC2 and PC3. So for example, PC1 needs to send to traffic to PC2. So it can go over your first link to here. And then if PC1 wants to send it to another one, it's gonna be here. By default, the load balance mechanism is your source destination, right? Source destination IP for your L3 device. Okay. Then the third one is loop avoidance, which is your STP. So again, if you know about STP, when we have two links, so one link will be disabled by STP. Okay, so for example, this link gonna be disabled to avoid the loop. But here, as this is a logical interface, which is just the one interface, so it gonna treat them as a one interface, so that your STP loop avoidance will not be present. Okay, so it is automatically avoiding the loop. Okay, by putting it in a bundled interface. Okay, so now this is known as your ether channel link or your ether channel port channel interface. And your individual interfaces are known as your member interface. Okay, and now I will tell you one thing which will break your myth. So always remember that, guys. But for that, let me take it with an example. Okay, so I have two cities. So this is my city number 1 and this is my city number 2. Okay, and I have one highway between them. Okay, so on this highway, the speed limit is 100 kilometers per hour, okay, or 100 miles per hour as per your country. So if this is a speed limit, for example, on the highway, so, and you are starting with your car from city 1 to city 2, and of course you are following all the rules. So again, your car, you will not gonna make it above 100 kilometer per hour, okay. So now what gonna happen? So the cars are running, but every car has a limit which is 100 kilometer per hour. So after 100 kilometer per hour, your car not gonna increase its speed, okay. Now if I put one more highway between these two cities, and again on that highway as well, I have a 100 kilometer per hour speed. So again, you can run your cars over it, okay. So now what is the advantage of putting the second highway? Can anyone tell me?
Load balancing.
Okay, so what gonna be advantage for like with the load balance?
Sharing the traffic.
Yes, but what gonna be the
Less
end result of it?
congestion.
Okay,
There will be
so
no
you're
change. Yeah.
so you will be, there will be less congestion and more cars can run at a time, right? More cars can reach between your city 1 to city 2 at a time, right?
Yes.
So similarly is the concept present in your Ether channel. So let's take these cities as your switches, and these are your links which represents your highway. So this is number link number 2 and this is your link number 1, okay. So when you start sending packet from one side to another, the only advantage that you're gonna get is your load sharing, so that more packet gonna send from one side to another, okay. So always remember one thing, whatever is your physical speed, physical bandwidth of the link or physical speed, your packet never gonna be cross that one, okay. So if this link is of 1 gig and this is also of your 1 gig, so you cannot send 2 gig at a time. You can send different packets of 1 gig on both the links, but if I want to send a 2 gig of data per second over this one, I cannot send it, because again your data never go above your speed limit, okay, above your blink bandwidth. So it will never increase your bandwidth, never say that it increases the bandwidth and all that stuff. It gonna increase your load sharing so that your packet can reach faster. You can send more data via load balance. And the correct word is actually load balance. Load sharing, sorry. Load share. It is sharing your load. Load balance is used in your load balancers. Okay. Like your F5, Citrix, Netscaler, all that stuff. Cisco devices always use the word load sharing. That is a much better word. Okay. So this is again one myth that I want to clear for you guys. Okay. So again, guys, remember the flow from one source to destination cannot exceed the bandwidth of a individual link. Okay. So if I need to send a more data, then I need to increase the limit. Okay. So if I need to send it to 2 gig of data, then I need to increase the limit of my gig. So I need to put 10 gig link then. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Could you please explain what is the difference between load balancing and load sharing?
So load sharing is what in this scenario we are doing. Okay. And load balancing is gonna be when your device, which is your load balancer, for example, I'm just taking the example of F5. Again, lot of companies are present which makes the load balancer. So when your request come from the outside, your HTTP or SSL or whatever request, it gonna share the load with the servers. Okay, so one request it sent to server 1, another request it sends to server 2, third request is sent to server 3. Okay, so that is known as your load balance actually. And load sharing is what on the top I cleared.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, guys. Then one more interesting stuff. This is one switch. And this is gonna be my next switch. Do not worry about modes and all. I hope everyone knows what are the modes, LACP, PAGP. Even if you not know, I will tell you. But I am telling you some things which other people's not tell you. Okay. So first of all, for example, I have two links between my two switches. Okay. And I made them in the port channel. Okay. And then I have one PC here, which is PC1. Okay. 10001. This is the IP of this PC. And it needs to send the packet to two different PCs, which is PC2 10002 and PC3, which is 10003. Okay. So now I need to send the traffic from PC1, so PC1 to PC2. And I have two links. Okay. One is the top one, other one is the below one. So now tell me guys, if I need to send the traffic from PC1 to PC2, which link it gonna send your traffic? And first of all, tell me whether it gonna use your both the links or it gonna use a single link for sending the traffic.
Based on our lag configuration. If
So
you are
what is the
creating
lag?
a lag, means the different types of lag actually port channel. It is protected, unprotected, and then load sharing. So if you are creating this lag like protected means the zero link will be active. First one port one will be standby. So first it took
No. Both
zero to
ports are
transfer.
active.
So it is a configuration of load sharing, right? 2:0. Okay.
So which link or both the link it will send the traffic?
Yes, both the link sharing the data. If you send 500 MB means it will split the data up to 250.
So do you know about Cisco? What is the default load sharing method in
I
Cisco?
think it is when it use the SAF. So
Round robin?
Nowadays it is SAF everywhere. Okay.
Right.
So what is that? The per packet or per destination?
I think
Round robin algorithm?
No. So yes, tell me what is per packet or per destination? What is the default for SAF?
I think per destination.
Yes, so it will be the per destination. So you're from source to a particular destination, it gonna select a single link. Okay, now tell me which link it gonna select it.
So it will use the zero link.
First,
I think zero link it should be used.
Why?
I think by default it will use first link.
here XOR that logical XOR, it will go on the participate.
Yeah, so there is an algorithm which runs behind the scenes. Okay. So if you have a IP traffic, which is again in today's world, we have a IP traffic only, right? In most of the cases. And if your switches are layer 3, okay, so it will do the algorithm for you. And what is the algorithm? It will do the XOR, but it on which bits it gonna XOR. Okay. So you need to take your IP address last octet. Okay, so this last octet of PC1 is 00000001. Okay, and your last octet of PC2. So it is gonna be 00000010. Okay, and then if you have two links, so you need to select 2 bits. Okay, so you need to just select 2 bits, which is the last 2 bit. And now we will do the XOR. So what is XOR? Anyone knows about the XOR table? So 00 gonna be 0, 01 gonna be 1, 10 gonna be 1, and it gonna be 0. So same is 0 and different is 1. Okay, so now you need to XOR here. So what is 10?
1, 1,
Okay, and what is 01?
1. See.
And again, guys, for two links, sorry, it is just for the 1 bit only. So it will be 1 and 0. So what gonna be 1 and 0 is gonna be 1. Okay, so it gonna take this link to send the traffic. Okay, so this is how behind the scenes your algorithm work, and it decide which link it gonna send it. And if you have 4 links, then you're gonna take 2 bits. So if I have four links between my 2 devices, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So now again, if I have the same IP, so I gonna take the last 2 bits. So again, 10 gonna be 1, 10 gonna be 1. So 11 is 3. So it gonna select the third link, which is this one. So 0, 1, 2, 3, this one. Okay. Your fourth link. 1 is fourth. So this
so
one
0, 1,
unselected.
2, 3 is interface number.
Sorry, where?
0, 1 between switch and switch to 0, 1, 2, 3 is the interface number. What it is?
No, link numbers. Forgot about the interfaces numbers.
But how to
Okay.
how to define?
So always count will start from 0, right?
Yes, start with 0. The first link gonna be 0, then 1, then 2, then 3.
Okay.
From low to high interface numbers, whatever is there.
And the octet value you have mentioned here 00000. Last one is 1. That is IP address you are converting in.
Yes. So
decimal.
whatever is the IP address, you need to take the last octet, last IP.
Source IP address.
Source and destination both. So this is my source, because again, when you send it to the different destination, this gonna be
This will be
changed, right?
Yes, correct.
So
Yeah.
again 0, 1, and here it gonna be 1, 1. So 1, 1. Now when I do 1, 1, it will be 0. So it gonna select your this link.
And only we are going to convert last octet, right?
Yes, only the last octet. If you have 2 links, only the last byte you need to do it. If you have 4 links, then 2 bytes. If you have 8 links, then 3 bytes. 3 bits.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how behind the scenes algorithm works for all the layer 2 port channels. Okay. Then let's talk about some of the theory part. So in Ether channel, again, you can bundle up to the 8 links, and in newer switches and high-end switches, you can go up to the 16 links from single device. Okay. So now to do the Ether channel or port channel, you have 3 modes. One is on, another one is PAGP, and third one is LACP.
LACP.
Okay. So on is your hard coded mode, means it will not depend on any of the protocol. If you directly put it on both side or one side, I will explain you the different scenarios. So it will make your port channel. Okay. PAGP is your Cisco proprietary. Okay, so it only works on the Cisco devices. And now you know, like PAGP is not much used everywhere because again we have a mismatch of the devices. So again we use LACP, which is the industry standard. Okay, then inside them we again have two modes. So what are the two modes we have in PAGP? This one is the
Active.
auto, next
Active.
one is the desirable.
C'est pas
Okay,
active.
so active and passive is for your LACP, not PAGP.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where you have your passive and your, this is for your active. So what is the difference between these two? So for example, in the auto mode, it will places your interface into a passive negotiation state so that it will not initiate any PAGP packet from its side. But if it get a PAGP packet from the other side, it gonna create your ether channel. Okay, it gonna make your port channel. Desirable is it will actively, it will send the PAGP packet. Okay, and it listens for packet. So if you do auto both side, your port channel never gonna form. Okay, so it needs one side desirable at least. And similar is the case with passive and active. Active will send LACP packets and it listens for LACP. Okay, so now
Sorry, we can put on two side active active.
so that is what I'm making a table.
Yes.
So first of all, these two are not compatible with each other. Okay, so either you can run your LACP or else you can run PAGP. You cannot mix match, okay, between these two. First of all, that is the first thing. So you can run one protocol at a time on the top. So either you run PAGP on the both side or else you can use the modes of LACP. Okay, you can mismatch with your on mode. You can run on with your PAGP. You can run on with your LACP as well. But then there is a condition which I'm gonna tell you. So if there is a on the one side, another side auto, so it not gonna make your port channel. Okay, if there's a on and desirable, then it can make your port channel. If there is a desirable and auto, it can make your port channel. If there is a desirable, it can make your port channel. If there is a auto, it not gonna make your port channel. If it is a auto and desirable, it gonna make your port channel. So these are the conditions. If you have auto on the both side, it will not form the port channel. If you have on and auto on the both side, it not gonna form a port channel. So this is with your PAGP. Now with your LACP. Okay, so on and passive will not form a port channel. On and active will form it. Active and passive will form it. Active will form it. Passive and passive will not form it. Active and passive will form it. Okay, so this is actually your table which can forms the port channels between the different modes.
So it means in on mode, they are listening the
Yes.
Only listening, not going to send any packet, right?
Yes. And if you have on mode both side, then it gonna make your port channel.
Okay.
In that case,
But
it will get.
but you are saying in on mode they are not going to send any packets. So how he will make the
So
port size?
again, on mode is not related to send a packet. It is the forcing, we are forcing the interface to be a channel without using PAGP and LACP. But if it get any LACP and PAGP packet, it gonna make the port channel.
It's like statically we are making it on.
Yes, that is actually a statical way of making the port
Okay.
channel.
Okay.
Okay, then as I told you, related to the member interface and port channel interface. So again, let me show you. So these are my member interfaces. Member interfaces. Both the interfaces are member one. And the single logical interface that we may make out of it, which it is my port channel interface,
Logical.
which is a logical. Okay. So whatever configuration you will do on logical, okay, means whatever configuration you're gonna do on your port channel interface, it will be automatically reflected or automatically replicated to your member interfaces. Okay. Now in the last, let me tell you how to do the configuration. So again, it is very easy. So for example, between two switches, for example, switch number one, switch number two, I have two interfaces. One is, for example, 0/10, another one is 0/11, both side, and both are Ethernet. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to go to my, for example, on my switch one, I will go in my interface of E0/10. I will give a command which starts from channel group. Okay, and then I will give the group number. So this group number is locally significant. Whatever number you like, you can give. And it has some range from, I guess, 0 to 255. And then mode you need to decide. If you decide, now you have again 5 options to decide the mode. One is on, passive, active, auto, desirable. If you choose auto and desirable, this is your PAGP. If you choose passive and active, this is your LACP. And if you choose on, this is actually your static you are doing. Okay, so any of these 5 modes you can choose. Okay, then again, the same configuration you're gonna put it on your Ethernet interface E0/11. So again, the same command you're gonna be putting there. So channel group, then your group number, then mode. Okay, and then you need to choose out of these 5 modes. So then this is how you're gonna put it on your switch one as well as your switch number two. So both sides you need to put. And once you've done it, so it will create a port channel with the group number which you created. For example, you put it group number 2. So interface PO2. This is your logical interface which it creates. Okay. And then here, whatever commands you put, for example, I put switch port mode trunk. So that's gonna be replicated automatically to your physical interfaces. So it will gonna be automatically replicated here. So once you see the output in your show run or any of the show command, you will find it. For example, if I need to allow some VLANs over it, so switch port trunk allowed VLANs. Okay, 2, 4, etc. So that's gonna be put over it. Okay. So this is how we do the basic configuration of it. Again, we have a lot of advanced configuration also present, but that we will take it later on. So anyone having any question, any doubt related to this topic I'm saying? All good, guys? Okay, so this is all for today's topic. Tomorrow I
Hello.
will.
I have one question.
Mhm.
Is there any way to check that switch support Ether channel or not?
Which one?
I mean to say, is there any way how we can check that switch support that Ether channel or not?
So switch, your all switch Cisco switches suppose the Ether channel.
Okay, apart from Cisco, because one of the HP broker switch I work on was not supporting it.
Okay.
I need to know how we can check it.
So again, I need to check the CLI commands for the HP one to check it how we do it. I worked on the Juniper, I worked on this Arista switches. So all these are gonna be supported it, but I need to check for the HP.
Okay, no issue. That was only concern.
Yes.
Thank you.
But anyways, there is an option if you go in the on the data sheet. Okay, you just write in the Google HP whatever the model number of your switch, and then write data sheet. You will find the data sheet, and it will tell you all the features that is be supported by the switch. So you will get it there. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So that's all for today. Class, and now let's have a Q&A of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, where if you have any question related to the batches, batch timing, rack access, etc., etc. Although maximum questions I already done it yesterday, right? So still, if you having the question, let me know. And again, guys, for detailed cost and all, you can always WhatsApp on this email ID, on the WhatsApp number on this email ID, and you will get the reply ASAP. So our backend team is there to give it. So maximum links you can put, Mohammed, it's around some of the devices or some of the switches, the limit is 8. The other, some of the high-end devices, the limit is 16. Okay,
And
guys.
also, and also, how do you choose the modes? Like in general, in choosing those modes, like how do you choose it?
Which modes?
The on, auto,
So
desirable,
again,
and
in by this command only, once you type the question mark after mode, you have the option to select any one of these modes.
no, I get that, but like in general, if you want to choose any of these, like how do you choose?
So again, first of all, we need to decide between PAGP and LACP. Okay. So if your other end devices is not Cisco one, then always go for LACP. Okay. Because this is the industry standard. And then this is your PAGP. So first of all, if your other end is not Cisco, you will go for LACP. And then in the LACP, it is better you choose active.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. Thanks.
Yes. So again, Mohammed, the characteristics of your link should be same. You cannot mismatch between fiber and Ethernet ports. Okay, so your port should be of same characteristics, same speed, same duplex, same type of ports. So again, we have some of the restrictions there. Okay, you cannot mismatch. Okay, guys. So anyone having any question related to batch and all?
Is hello?
Yes, Willie.
Yeah, I was wondering, you guys have a chat a portal where I can access the place of any data that I might have missed. I think you guys mentioned that before, like there's a portal that I can go and access,
Yes. So once you enrolled in the course, you will get a portal link. There you will get in the courses. So again, when you click on this link, courses, you will find the recordings of all the lecture that I am taking. Okay, so you will find the recording on the next day. Okay, and this gonna be my live class recording. It is not pre-recorded. It is actually the class that I took or take, it will be recorded directly and it will be available next day. So this is the portal on the network journey. Then you will get a separate login and where you will get access to all the recordings and all. Also, we shared our workbooks and everything there. So again, yesterday I've show you guys the workbook. Let me show you once again. So this is our workbook for ENCOR and ENARSI. We have a complete workbook where you have all the tasks mentioned. Everything is mentioned in much very detailed highlight for the important points. You will get outputs, everything. Okay, why you are getting your clear commands, debug commands, your Wireshark outputs, everything is there.
All right. I always sign up for the class, and I haven't gotten those access yet. So it will be soon, sometime next.
So again, Willie, I not started with the course, yes. So we are starting with the 19th. So and related to these demo classes, so these are freely available on YouTube as well. So on the YouTube, when you find the network journey channel, you will get it. Okay. So again, when I start the class from the 19th, then you will get the recordings and all everything.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, guys. Anyone having any question before we wrap up? All good.
One last question. In order to learn SD-WAN, do we need to know anything like as a prerequisite?
So again, what I expect is you should have a very basic idea of how the EIGRP and OSPF work. Like what are the, how can you make the neighborship at least? What is area in OSPF? Okay, so this is very basic stuff.
Okay.
And IPsec also, they make IPsec tunnel, but again, IPsec you don't need to know in before. So that is not needed. So again, very basic things you need to know. That's it. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, guys. So anyone having any other question? Okay. So guys, always remember you can take a screenshot of this email ID and WhatsApp number. You can directly contact this WhatsApp number. You will get the reply with our backend team soon. You can ask any question, whatever your comes in your mind. There is also a WhatsApp group which we pasted in the chat. You can join that WhatsApp group so that you will be getting the answer soon. Okay, then thanks a lot everyone for your time today. Tomorrow we will meet at the same time where I will start with one or two more topics. Okay. So thanks a lot everyone for today time. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Thank you.